When this subject comes up, all the women are gonna get raped. Absolute rape penis hysteria. Because all of a sudden men are rapists when it conveniently goes with their agenda. I believe it's important to encourage women to negotiate. Fuck, sure. I do not think a movie should be released unless it passes the Bechdel test. What? I can explain why the 78 cents to the dollar is not a fully accurate description of the gender wage gap. Yes, I can actually. Would you like me to sit you down and educate you, Miss Jessica Massa? I believe that women who possess certain types of privilege are responsible for advocating for women who don't have their level of privilege. No! If I had a daughter, I would encourage her to be anything she wanted to be. Sure. Be a teacher, be a scientist, be a friggin' astronaut, be a YouTuber who sits at her computer at 5 a.m. and debates BuzzFeed quizzes. I would make it clear to my daughter from an early age that her identity should never be defined by her relationship status. Sure, I'm not like a Jewish mom. When are you gonna get married, boobala? I believe it's important to compliment a woman's intelligence over her looks. Oh my god, this is so stupid. Usually people who give compliments are strangers. They're not gonna know how smart you are right off the bat. We don't have, like, mind-reading technology yet. Just because they think you're pretty doesn't mean they think you're stupid. I believe that a woman has the right to choose what happens to her body. Are you talking about abortion? Here's my personal opinion about abortion. I personally am against abortion. I would never get an abortion. I am fucking 25 years old. I live a fairly comfy lifestyle. There's no reason why I should get rid of a fetus that is already growing in my body. I'd have to fucking deal with it, take care of that shit. Why the hell would I want to procreate with these genes anyway? Right? But I believe that people should have the right to choose if they want to get an abortion or not. I think there should be a time limit. Also, I think there should be a limit, like a stamp card. You've had 5 abortions, miss. I think it's time to invest in some condoms. Also, the guy should have some say in it too. It's a very difficult situation, but that's what birth control, condoms, those shots, the things that go in the vagine, the vagina condoms. Is that a myth or a real thing? I don't know. The quicker they make male birth control, the better. But there's so many ways to not get knocked up, I feel like there's absolutely no excuse. So like most things, I can separate my personal opinion from how I think the world should operate. In an instance of sexual assault against a female, I'm inclined to believe the assaulted person is telling the truth until proven otherwise. First of all, full stop. What did female have to do with anything? The sympathetic side of me is going to believe the person and I will comfort them. The skeptical side of me is always going to keep an open mind, especially when push comes to shove and there are actions that are going to be taken against the assaulter. I can explain Marlene Dietrich's influence on women's fashion. Alright, we're going to the Google machine. Oh, them eyebrows! I cannot explain what I just saw. I know what a bad feminist is. Yeah. All of them. I believe that women should be able to dress however they want without it dictating how they are treated by society. The key word here is treated. I believe that everyone should be treated with respect at first. Doesn't matter if they're dressed like a pirate hooker or the Queen of England. I think police brutality and its correlation with race is a feminist issue. No. It would be a race issue, right? Why does everything have to be a feminist issue? Why do these people swallow everything whole? And they also want to take credit for everything. Like when gay marriage was legalized, all the feminists were like, haha, you can thank us. And all the gay people were like, what the fuck? Sit down. You didn't do anything. I think we should stop photoshopping women's bodies in the media. Yes, I kind of agree with this. The photoshopping thing has been getting a little ridiculous. The other day I saw a picture of Kim Kardashian and her ear was morphing in with her face. They photoshopped every picture of everyone. It's lies. We are being sold lies. Buy my water filters. I have never called a woman bossy. You have one chance. Like, here's your thing, BuzzFeed. Here's your thing. How much of a feminist are you? Like, yeah, real women's rights activism. And you have all this stupid shit like women should get a job for only 60% of knowing what the fuck they're doing. If you get offended by stupid ass words like that, you're not gonna be a leader anyway. I think companies should offer more child-friendly time and programs to women who are having children. So if I click yes, that means I support the wage gap. I am not against paternity and maternity leave, but this kind of special treatment, what is this child-friendly time? What is this? How could you, with a straight face, complain about the wage gap and then be like, well, it's a feminist thing to offer more child-friendly time? I believe that if a woman wants to pay on a date, her date should let her. Because, like, they have to sort it out amongst themselves. I know me and Skeptic have this thing where if we get, like, Tim Hortons in the morning, yeah, that's so Canadian, I know. I pay for my own shit, he pays for his. Sometimes I treat him, sometimes he treats me. I have a tradition where I take him out for sushi and I pay. He takes me out on dates. If we just go out to dinner together, we do half and half. Women, if you were watching, treat your man to a nice sushi dinner. I believe that in a relationship, the domestic duties should be shared. See, here's another should. The shoulds are sounding very authoritarian to me. I don't know if you guys are picking up what I'm throwing down here. The domestic duties could be shared if the couple agrees on that. I believe that men and women should be equally encouraged to express their emotions. Yes, I do. Men are told not to cry when they're young. This is a point I see feminists bring up a lot. Be like, oh, men are told not to cry because of the patriarchy. So basically, men are told not to cry because of men. Even when they care about men's issues, it's still men's fault. I have never asked a woman why she does not have children. No, I am not my mother. I would be equally excited to have a son or a daughter. I personally would like a daughter, but I wouldn't care if it was a son or a daughter because it's my kid. I'm gonna be equally excited and I will love them. I'm not gonna throw the son off a cliff like some backwards Spartan. I think American workplace culture is what? Workplace culture. There's always a culture. Is often not structured in a way that is helpful or encouraging to women succeeding. No. This is the glass ceiling shit? No. I think women have a responsibility to help and encourage other women to pursue their goals. Women listening right now, the 11% of you, Jesus Christ, reach for the stars. You can be anything you want to be. Good. Was that good enough? I think women are equally capable to men to be the President of the United States. Women, yes. Hillary Clinton, no. I believe that women have no responsibility to make a conscious effort to always be friendly and polite. I think everybody should make an effort to be friendly and polite. I have never criticized a woman for not wearing makeup or wearing too much makeup. I've never criticized them for not wearing makeup, but I've definitely said behind some backs that some women's skin looks like the bottom of those cookies. That is like 7-layer dip. I believe a woman is a woman, if that is what she calls herself, regardless of her physical attributes. Out of respect, I will call you any gender pronoun that you want to be called. I don't care if you identify as an attack helicopter. If you're a nice person, I will call you an attack helicopter, sure. But when it comes to society and the government and random-ass people to accept it and encourage it, I wouldn't count on it. You checked off 31 out of 50 on this list. You're super in tune with what's going on in the world, especially when it comes to feminist issues. Of course I am. Keep doing you and stay woke. See this? See this right here? People who say you don't know about feminism. Right here, 31 out of 50. I am a great feminist. So that was fun, but I'm actually more curious to see what you guys got. Who's the biggest feminist in my audience? Who's the biggest shitlord? Leave your score in the comment section. And feel free to debate me on any of my opinions. Even though they're all right, all my opinions are facts.